Hello and welcome back. I am Abha Anandita and this is an exclusive episode of Odisha Links where we talk about issues that matter. In a groundbreaking event, the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, laid the foundation stone in the Bhumi Pujan ceremony yesterday in Ayodhya. He laid down a 22 kg silver brick that is supposed to symbolize the start of the construction of the Bhavya Ram Mandir. The citizens believe that Ram Rajya will be back with the start of the construction of the auspicious temple. The Bhumi Pujan ceremony was a much anticipated event. But why? This day was possible because the Supreme Court bench, led by the Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi, passed a landmark judgment in favor of the Ram temple. The Supreme Court also allotted a separate 5-acre land to the Sunni Waqf Board. The Sunni Waqf Board was one of the many other litigants that were fighting the Ayodhya Babri dispute. This landmark verdict settled down the dispute that was going on for more than 150 years. The particular site was termed conflicted for many decades. But what conspired the events? Let's look at the timeline of the events. We have tried our best to present only raw facts, none of which is opinionated. The beginning of this dispute was basically from the year 1528. Mir Baqi built the Babri Masjid. Mir Baqi was the commander of the Mughal Emperor Babur. In the year 1885, Mahant Raghubir Das filed the first plea in the Faizabad District Court. He was seeking permission to build a canopy-like structure in the courtyard of the Babri Masjid. The court dismissed his plea. In the year 1949, the idols of Ram Lalla was placed under a central dome outside the disputed structure. This was on the night of 22nd December. The Hindus saw this as a divine revelation and started offering prayers. But however, many also believed that the idols were smuggled in the dark of the night. In the year 1950, Hindu sides filed suits. They seek permission from the court to be able to worship Ram Lalla inside the disputed structure. The court allowed the parties to conduct pujas. However, the court also orders the inner courtyard gates to remain locked. Following which, in the year 1959, a third Hindu suit was filed. It was filed by Nirmohi Akhara, who was seeking possession of the land. In the year 1961, a Muslim suit was filed. The suit was filed by UP Sunni Waqf Board. They sought possession of the land of the Babri Masjid site and also demanded that the idols of Ram Lalla must be removed. In a major turn of events in the year 1984, the Ram Janmabhoomi movement commences. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad constitutes a group to start the Ram Janmabhoomi movement. BJP leader L.K. Advani is made the leader of the campaign. Subsequently, in the year 1986, the local court orders the government to open the site for Hindu worshippers. Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister when this decision was taken. After that, in the year 1989, Allahabad High Court ordered the maintenance of the status quo in respect of the disputed structure. On September 25, 1990, BJP leader L.K. Advani launches a Rath Yatra in Somnath, Gujarat. Following which, in the year 1992, December 6, the Babri Masjid was demolished by Karsevaks. Now let's take a jump to April 2002. The Lucknow bench of the Allahabad High Court begins hearing Ayodhya title dispute. In August 2003, the Archaeological Survey of India begins excavating the land underneath the disputed site. This was done under the directions of the Allahabad High Court. It claims to have found remnants of a 10th century Hindu temple, though Muslims questioned the ASI report. In the month of September, the year 2010, the Allahabad High Court, in a 2:1 majority, rules and divides the land between the three litigants. The three litigants were the Sunni Waqf Board, the Nirmohi Akhara and Ram Lalla. May 9, 2011, the Supreme Court stays the order on the Allahabad High Court. In the year 2011, the Supreme Court stays the verdict of the High Court in the Ayodhya land dispute case. In the year 2017, CJI J.S. Khehar suggests out-of-court settlement among the rival parties. February 2018, the Supreme Court starts hearing all the civil appeals. After that, there were a lot of petitions and hearings. But finally, on the 9th of November 2019, the Supreme Court in its landmark judgment ruled in favor of Ram Lalla. The Supreme Court also advised the centre to allot a 5-acre land to the Sunni Waqf Board in a prominent place in Ayodhya for construction of a new mosque. Following this, the Supreme Court dismissed all the petitions that were filed questioning or challenging the decision of the Supreme Court. And finally, on the 5th of August, the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, laid the foundation stone in the Ram Janmabhoomi site in Ayodhya. The Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid dispute rocked the foundation of India's secular fabric. India's politics have never been same since Shilanyas was performed in the year 1989 at the disputed site. From the year 1996 to 2019, the only constant in the BJP's manifesto was the Ram Temple. Starting from 1991, when the slogan Mandir Vahi Banega was offered to the masses, the BJP first mentioned Ram Mandir in its manifesto that was released just before the general elections of 1996. The Bhumi Pujan ceremony can be believed to be a full stop in politics involving religion. Or at least, we can hope so.